Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for stopping by the Random Green channel. Today I wanted to talk about a video that I did on shorts. It would be nice to get that many views on when I upload videos rather than just do shorts. I get it. People have a life and they don't want to just sit there and watch. They have better things to do than watch 5-minute videos. And I also wanted to address that I hope people didn't take it the wrong way. It's one of those things where I realize that it might have been a little bit over the top with using a Snapchat filter. But, again, it's about being funny. I didn't want to, I'm not, just, I realize that it might be a little offensive, and I didn't mean it that way. I don't want to come across as, trying to hurt or pick on people, because that's what I don't want to do, is pick on people. I don't want to act like I'm making, because that's the last thing I want to do is, I don't want to bully. I don't want to pick on people. I want to have fun. Might be a little over the top sometimes, and I agree. It might have been a little bit over the top, and again, I wasn't going after, Anyway, I just want to clarify that, like I say, it's all, when I do videos, I don't want to make fun of anybody, and I don't want to make anybody, and you're thinking, well, that would outcast anybody. And honestly, and it's not like I'm coming under scrutiny. This is just self-awareness that I'm letting you know that if you found it a little over the top, then I agree, it was probably a little over the top. But again, I don't want to hurt anybody or make anybody feel uncomfortable. That's the last thing I do. By no means am I, if you're offended, then I apologize. But one thing I've learned in this life is that, you only live a little bit on this earth. You only live a little bit. Just got to have fun. And sometimes if it goes over the top, then a lot of times, when it comes down to it, is people that get hurt and get offended it shows you that if you're one of those, that shows you maybe that you need to work on something. I mean, if you're that offended, then, and obviously I need to work on things, but, try to be a little less over the top. But it's in this life, everybody's so, a lot of people that they don't understand this soft and fragile society needs to understand that. Relax. I mean, it's funny how everybody else can make fun of somebody as soon as they get, especially like the left, the far left, the lefties, how they'll sit there and say anything about like Palestine. And they don't even know what they're even saying, like free Palestine. It's like, if you realize that if you went to Hamas or Palestine, they would throw you off for being there. And that's the last thing I would do. I wouldn't want to do any violence towards anybody. So I'm not a violent person or a mean-spirited person. I'll defend myself, and I have in the past. But again, I'm not. Like I say, it's not about, I want to be kind and considerate. And if I come across as a little over the top in the last video, I apologize. I'm leaving it up though, because I think people need humor. But at the same time, these individuals that are like the wokes, the far left, that want to defund the police, and they want to go after, people that are not even conservative. They're like even independent. They don't even have any. If they're just kind of neutral when it comes to this stuff, and unfortunately, they've made people that are in the middle tend to, and then not trying to get political, but whatever. If I was, I will. I say a lot of times, if someone's that offended now, that shows you what you have to or they have to work on. I mean, instead of being so offended throughout your life, you got to work on that. And I definitely have to. And this is again, this is self. This is not YouTube didn't blackmail me or flag me or well, anybody didn't blackmail me because you know they didn't. This is uh, all done by me for just to address anything if anybody thought the prior video or the prior short was over the top. And if it's taken that way, I totally apologize. However, when someone becomes so political, you push people to go for a certain ideology, and you don't if you don't agree with if you force somebody. It's like this. They're so the tolerant left, the tolerant lefties. They want you to believe everything they believe, but as soon as you have a certain opinion, a differing opinion, and likewise, even the far right, they go, if you have a certain opinion on certain things, uh, it seems like they're, oh no, you can't have that opinion. You can't think climate change is an issue, or you can't think, you know, getting the vaccine, that's bad. You should let people live their lives as long as you're not infringing on their lives. Just like with individuals that think that it's okay for uh, these trans athletes to go and compete against women. And if you want to be trans, it's fine. Go ahead. I'm not saying nothing to you. Congratulations. I'll treat you with the utmost respect, and I have. I've treated. I know trans people, and I've always been courteous to them as much as hopefully I have been. I certainly have never said anything to any person that's trans or anything. I've always been nice and respectable, and I've always showed consideration. And you better believe I have. I'm not just saying that. I have. Believe me when I say this. I have. Shown the utmost respect to people that are, you know. But when they ask my opinion about it, I can't have an opinion. That's what makes me mad about the far left. Again, this is a video that I didn't have to make, and I just chose to be considerate. And anyway, life's too short to care. Life's too short to take it too seriously. Really, it's the only life you get here. And yet, anyway, I've always tried to show people respect and kindness, and I'll continue to do that. All right, thanks a lot.